Across the mountains, deserts, and grasslands of northern China stretches one of the most remarkable structures ever built by humans, the Great Wall of China. Many people imagine it as one long, endless wall, but in reality, it is a massive network of walls, towers, and fortresses built and rebuilt by different Chinese dynasties over more than 2,000 years. Its story begins long before China became a single unified nation, when rival kingdoms built defensive walls to protect their lands from attacks coming from the northern frontier. In 221 BCE, the first emperor of a unified China, Qin Shi Huang, ordered many of these separate walls to be connected and expanded. His goal was to protect the new empire from powerful nomadic groups of the northern steppe, especially the Xiongnu. To build these defenses, hundreds of thousands of soldiers, workers, and prisoners were forced into labor. Using packed earth, wood, and stone, they constructed long stretches of wall across some of the harshest landscapes. The work was extremely difficult. Many people died from exhaustion, hunger, and severe weather, which is why the Great Wall is often remembered as a structure built through enormous human sacrifice. Over the centuries, many dynasties repaired and expanded the wall. However, the sections most people see today were mainly built during the powerful Ming Dynasty. After the fall of the Mongol-led Yuan dynasty, the Ming rulers focused heavily on strengthening China's northern defenses. They rebuilt large parts of the wall using strong bricks and stone, creating the towering fortifications that still survive today. Watchtowers and signal towers were built along the wall so soldiers could watch the frontier and send warnings. Smoke signals were used during the day, and fire signals were used at night to communicate danger across long distances. At its greatest extent, the entire Great Wall system stretched for more than 21,000 kilometers. It climbed steep mountain ridges, crossed deserts, and followed the edges of cliffs. Important gateways such as Jiayuguan Pass in the west and Shanhaiguan Pass in the east served as powerful fortress entrances to the empire. These gates were not only military checkpoints, but also places where traders, travelers, and diplomats from different cultures met and exchanged goods and ideas. Even with its massive size, the Great Wall was never a perfect barrier. Some invading forces managed to bypass it or pass through weakly guarded sections. In fact, in 1644, the Ming Dynasty collapsed when the gates of the wall were opened to allow Manchu forces to enter China, eventually leading to the rise of the Qing Dynasty. Still, the wall remained an important symbol of protection and authority for centuries. Many myths have grown around the Great Wall. One famous claim says it is the only human-made structure visible from space. In reality, astronauts have explained that it is very difficult to see the wall from orbit without special equipment. Yet from the ground, its scale is truly astonishing. As it winds across mountains and valleys, the wall shows not only military planning, but also the incredible engineering skills of ancient builders. The Great Wall is also filled with human stories. For generations, soldiers stood guard in lonely watchtowers, scanning the distant horizon for approaching enemies. Workers carried heavy stones up steep mountains in freezing winters and scorching summers. Many families were separated for years while men served along the distant frontier. These hardships became part of Chinese legends, including the famous story of Meng Jiongnu, whose grief over her husband's death while building the wall is said to have caused a section of it to collapse. Today, the Great Wall remains one of the most famous landmarks on Earth and a powerful symbol of Chinese civilization. In 1987, it was recognized as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. Every year, millions of visitors travel to China to walk along restored sections of the wall near Beijing and experience the breathtaking views where it climbs high mountain ridges before disappearing into the distance. But the Great Wall is far more than an ancient structure made of stone and brick. It represents centuries of history, struggle, innovation, and determination. Built to defend an empire, it has become a lasting symbol of endurance and human achievement. Even today, stretching across the vast landscapes of northern China, the Great Wall continues to remind us that history is not only written in books, it is also built into the very land beneath our feet.